Hey everybody, it's your favorite friend and fiend, Kenneth Ramon, back here in the Cruiser Bruiser. Now today, you guys, I just wanted to make a little quick video for you guys where I just share my recent physical media pickups, and that includes some DVDs, some CDs, even some old school VHS in there that I've been adding to my music and my movie collection. And usually I like going in the store with you guys and just filming as I go. But sometimes, on my own time, I just discover something like unexpectedly. I'm like, yes, I have to pick that up right now. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Some of those movies and CDs that I picked up for the months of November and December. So without further ado, let's get to it, you guys. So right now, you guys, I want to share what I picked up from Big Lots. Recently, Big Lots have been getting more movies in. Usually, every time I go in there, it's like the same stuff, same old, same old. And this time, I was pleasantly surprised, and I picked up four titles from my local Big Lots this time around. So let me get to the first one. This is Bigfoot, The Lost Coast Tapes. Now, this one really caught my eye because it seems like it's kind of got like that Blair Witchy type of vibe where you get four people that are investigating like the Bigfoot legend, and I guess they go out in the woods trying to hunt down Bigfoot and things like that. So I like movies like that. And as some of you guys know, I just recently did Amityville Bigfoot with Sean C. Phillips, and I believe I picked this one up right before I filmed that one. So I was like, okay, all right, well, that's really cool. Here's a Bigfoot movie. I'm about to do a Bigfoot movie, so right on. And for $3, I mean, some of these Bigfoot movies are hit or miss, but you can't really go wrong. $3, why not? I totally love Bigfoot movies, as you guys. And then this one, oh my gosh, when I saw this, I was like, score! Because I've been looking everywhere for this movie. I almost picked it up from my homie Wet Movie One. He had this up on his eBay store, almost bought it, and then someone beat me to it. So I guess this is like a white whale for like many movie collectors, but Piranha, which is like kind of I think this was kind of like a Jaws knockoff, if I'm not mistaken. Like even the cover kind of looks Jawsy. But yeah, this movie was made in 1978, so right after Jaws was made. It's an old school Roger Corman flick. And I love Roger Corman. Like Death Race 2000 is like one of my personal favorite movies of all time. So yeah, I definitely had to pick this one up. I saw it once or twice, in my high school years, and I really dug it. So I've been looking everywhere for it. Like I told you, guys, I went to my local Dollar Tree, and I picked up like this 4-movie set, right? And I got all excited because I saw Piranha on there, and yeah, it had nothing to do with this one, I didn't even know what I was watching, to be honest with you guys. But so cool to come across this classic. Check out the awesome artwork in the front. And you guys could check out the back. So for $3 too, that's a score right there, my friends. So definitely super stoked to pick that one up for sure. And then kind of going with that old Jaws-inspired movie theme, let's get to Sand Sharks. This is another one that I caught my eye on when I was looking at the movies at Big Lots, a new title that they just put out. And this one's got Brooke Hogan. Whatever happened to Brooke Hogan, you guys? Let me know down in the comment section. I really dug her music. I wonder if she's still making music, because I really dug it. And I wouldn't mind seeing her in concert, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, you guys, it's got like that total Jaws knockoff cover, and for $3 I felt like, why not? Could be good, could be bad. Let's see, take a look at the back, you guys. Now, I could read a little bit about it. It says here, a party boy is throwing the spring break festival of a lifetime. Little do the hundreds of teenage partygoers know, an underwater earthquake has cracked open a crater beneath the ocean's surface. Wow. Okay, well, we're getting deep here. I didn't even know it went that deep with this movie. Demolition unleashes the first beast to ever swim through sand. It feeds on anything that crosses its path, and it's up to those left on the island to stop the carnage. Wow, you guys, it sounds like it's even got like a Piranha inspired theme there. I mean, not like, this Piranha, but like the newer Piranhas that have been coming out. So I don't know, that's really cool, with like the whole party goer theme there. So anyways, you guys, for $3, I said, yeah, why not? Could be really good, could be really bad. Why not, you guys? Give it a shot. And speaking of that, I picked up this movie called Cool Ideas. Now, you guys, to be honest, I watched some of this and I just, it wasn't clicking for me. I don't know. But anyways, like I just got hooked on the cast involved here. Like I saw Olivia Wilde, John Cho, Matthew Lillard, you know, star-studded cast right there. I just had to pick this one up. And what I was thinking when I saw this, I thought like this was like an old school like Van Wilder, American Pie type of flick, you know, because it's about like these fraternity students and, you know, their misadventures and whatnot. So I got kind of excited about that. But when I popped it in the DVD player, I'm just like, yeah, this is kind of, I don't know, kind of stale, for lack of better terms. Like, it's not as like what I expected, you know, from a comedy of that time, like Van Wilder, Harold and Kumar, you know. But, you know, I'm going to give it another watch. When I was watching this, I saw like lots of like cast members that I recognized from other movies and TV shows. Like, I believe his name is Thomas Lennon, you know, from Reno 911. So he was in this one, and lots of great actors in this movie. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really clicking for me, you know, so I got to give it another watch. I only made it like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, well. But anyways, yeah, this was another $3 one. So, you know, not bad, you know, for the cast involved. I thought, why not? All right, so the next movie I picked this one up at Rite Aid, and to my surprise, because I normally don't find like a lot of great like titles when I'm at Rite Aid, and this time around I found quite a bit of good music, great movies, so, and like with great actors that, you know, I never knew that they made this type of movie. So I was like super stoked when I saw some of these titles. But anyways, you guys that follow my channel probably already knew that I picked this one up, but this is The Intruders, starring Miranda Cosgrove. Now, right there, you know, like, I've never seen Miranda Cosgrove take on like a horror film, let alone like a dramatic role. Like, usually what I'm familiar with seeing her in is like her comedies, you know, her Nickelodeon shows. So this one took me by surprise, and I was very intrigued. And this was $7. And normally I'd say, you know, that's a bit much, you know, for a blind buy. But I was like, yeah, I love Miranda Cosgrove. So, and this is the first time I've ever seen this. I've never even heard of this movie, so had to pick it up for sure. You guys, I saw this last night. It's okay. Like, it had potential. I tell you guys, like, the first half of it, I'm like, wow, this is really good. And I really delve deep into like her character's story. Like, it's about like, Miranda Cosgrove's character and her dad move into, this house. And then Miranda Cosgrove gets all these like flashbacks in her sleep, kind of like the movie with Kevin Bacon, The Stir of Echoes, kind of like that. Like, she sees all these things in her head, and she's like trying to get down to like who died, if anybody died, and like what are these spirits and these dreams trying to tell me. And so it kind of has that vibe. And then like it kind of goes like the Invisible Man route, where like she's like questioning her sanity. Like, is it that she's encountering the paranormal, or is she just going berserk, you know, because she's experienced a lot of traumatic things in her life, and that's what people are wondering, and that's what she's wondering. So it takes like this psychological route, which I really dug. And then you come the end, like, I feel like they were trying to rush things, and like the twist was just not that great. You know, and I felt like the twist, like with how they ended this movie, I felt like it's been done before, you know, like you're better off watching Disturbia, you know, that old Shia LaBeouf movie. I love that movie. That's the movie you want to see, because there's just other movies that try to do the same thing over and over again, but you already have an awesome movie with Disturbia. But anyways, you guys, this was like a C rating for me. It was just all right. Could have been better. But if you are a Miranda Cosgrove fan, I say it's worth a watch. Is it worth the $7 I paid? Nah, I'd say maybe, you know, like if you see it at Big Lots for $3, you go for it. And definitely if you see it at the Dollar Tree, go for it. But for $7, I'd say you might as well just skip it. It's alright. If you're a diehard Miranda Cosgrove fan, definitely pick it up. Alrighty guys, and next up I wanted to share a couple titles that I picked up after my Black Friday extravaganza that you guys saw on the channel, where I picked up all these movies. I went back to Walmart and saw what was left over, and I found some titles that I guess completely missed my eye, you know, that were right in front of me in some cases. I looked back at the video, I'm like, oh, there it was. I don't know why I didn't pick that up in the first try. But anyways, you guys, so I picked up Scoob. I've been wanting to watch this one for a while now, and I heard it's got bad, horrible reviews. And I don't know why. I watched this, and I really liked it. You know, I mean, for what it is, for a kid's movie, I thought it was pretty awesome. You know, it did what it was setting out to do. I feel like a lot of people are like super nostalgic when it comes to like the voices in particular of the ScoobyDoo gang. Like this takes on new voice actors completely. And I think that's because, you know, they're playing like younger versions of themselves. So they wanted like younger voices, kind of like a pup named Scooby-Doo. They reached out to like different actors for that series. I feel like they did the same thing for this movie. And I don't know, you guys. I mean, I can't complain. There's some funny gags in here. I found myself laughing. I found myself smiling. You know, I mean, is it the greatest thing in the world? Absolutely not. Is it the greatest Scooby-Doo feature to ever been made? No. But I feel like if you're a Scooby-Doo fan, you know, it's definitely worth a watch. You know, they're not trying to replace the original actors, I don't feel, with this. So, if that's what's on your mind, I feel like, hey, come on, give it a shot. It's worth a shot. Definitely worth a watch. And definitely worth $4. I picked this up for $4 at Walmart. Black Friday sale. Now here we go. Here's another one I picked up. And yeah, this wasn't $4. I can't remember the price. All I got's the promo sticker. But I believe this was around $7 or $8, if memory serves me right. But I picked up Don't Breathe 2. I saw this in theaters and I loved it. I love this movie, you guys. I almost did a review for you guys, but sometimes, you know, with the YouTube videos, there's like times where like I'm just like so busy and I just try to get down like the ones that I know you guys want to see. So like for this one, it just didn't make the cut. I really wanted to review this and I still might, but with this movie, to review it for you guys would go into spoiler territory. But if you enjoyed the first Don't Breathe, you're going to love this one. And really, I don't even think you need to see the first Don't Breathe to enjoy this one. But lots of twists and turns in this movie. And I felt like they even like set like some crumbs there for a third movie. Those of you guys that have seen this movie, let me know down the comment section if you think they should make a third movie, because you guys know what that would require. It would require some changes, you know, without going into spoiler territory. But I feel like they kind of set those crumbs for a third installment of Don't Breathe. And if they make it, I'm down to see it, because I really did enjoy this movie for sure. Definitely had to pick that one up. I hear that the leading actor signs autographs through the mail, so I might mail this one out to him for sure, man. Anyways, you guys, okay, so the last movie that I picked up upon my second visit to the Black Friday sales at Walmart is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Definitely had to pick this one up. Now, say what you will about these recent sequels, I really did enjoy this one in particular, and Solo. I feel like Solo is very underrated. I really did enjoy that one. It was a fun time out. You know, I liked both of those movies more than The Last Jedi, you know, in my opinion. But I really did like this one because, you know, after Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher passed away, I was wondering, you know, what are they going to do? You know, how are they going to give Princess Leia her send-off? And I felt like this movie did really well with that. And also with all the other characters, I think it's okay to say a little bit of spoiler-ish stuff about this movie because it's been out for a while now. But, you know, like, I love how Harrison Ford, you know, Chewbacca, Carrie Fisher, even R2-D2, they all come back for this one. It's like a great reunion, so to speak, of all like the original actors and the newer actors coming together. And I really love this one. And I found myself connecting a lot with this one because I was going through a lot of grief when I saw this movie when it came out in theaters. And, you know, if you're like grieving a loved one, I feel like you'll find yourself really connecting with this movie. So anyways, you guys, I just definitely had to pick this one up. I don't know. I'm going so deep. I'm going deep with a Star Wars movie, but I didn't expect that. When I saw this in theaters, I didn't think that this movie would hit home as much as it did. But, anyways, you guys, for $8, I felt like, that was a good deal, for this movie. And I definitely had to pick it up to add to the Star Wars collection. Now, next up, is a little bit different this time, you guys. I'm going to share with you some movies that I picked up at my local thrift store. First off, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Now, I already own a copy of this on DVD, but not with this cover, not this awesome special edition, totally awesome special edition right here. Yeah, so I definitely had to pick this one up, you know. I mean, I already had it, but like I had to get it for this edition alone. And comes with some awesome bonus features in there. It says like totally cool hangouts of Ridgemont High, a video map. Actually, this was a lot of like the filming locations are actually places that I've been to, you know, throughout my childhood, like the Galleria and things like that. So really cool. Like if they actually have like a whole map of where the film locations are, like that's totally up my alley. So definitely had to pick this one up for sure. I got a couple of copies of that on VHS too. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. So yeah, I picked up that one. Now, a couple of VHSs to share with you guys. I picked up Congo, and I've never seen this movie before. But like, doing like some research, you guys know like how big of a nut I am with like autograph collecting and things like that. And I was collecting like people that, were involved with like the old school Ronald McDonald, movies, you know, that they used to sell at McDonald's as a kid in the 90s, right? So I did some research and I found out that Vern Troyer, you know, Mini-Me from Austin Powers, was the dog in those little VHS movie specials. And I came to find out that he was like the baby gorilla in this movie. And like if you look on YouTube, there's like some cool behind the scenes footage of him getting in costume. I thought that was really cool, you know. And, you know, it's sad that I'll never get his autograph, or like I would have to purchase it on eBay. Like I couldn't get him to sign this, but it's really cool to learn, you know, about like all the actors that were involved and, you know, stuntmen and stunt performers. I just think that's really cool. But that might be Vern Troyer in costume right there. So really cool. And just for that alone, I just had to pick this one up. I never seen it, but maybe a cool watch. You guys let me know. And then I picked up the Shaggy Dog. Now, this is going back to my childhood, man. I remember watching this with my grandma. She's like, I'm going to show you an awesome movie. And we just watched this together. And I believe one of the actors recently passed away. Right after I bought this, I was like, wow. I was like, isn't that something? I just picked this up at the thrift store. And now to learn that someone passed away from it. Wow. But I really love this movie. It's old school, black and white, but I really love this as a kid. You know, there's so many black and white movies I grew up watching, like, you know, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and of course Psycho, right? But like also movies like King Kong and Mighty Joe Young. You know, so many movies are black and white that I grew up watching as a kid. Also Flipper. Alrighty guys, I'm going off on a separate tangent there, but definitely had to pick up the Shaggy Dog for sure. And old school Disney VHS. Hey, they say these things go for hundreds of dollars on eBay, right? I'm gonna strike it rich with this one. Yeah, fingers crossed, you guys. I'm kidding, I don't do any of that stuff. Now here's something very different that I wanted to share with you guys. While I was at the supermarket, and I brought up, you know, finding things randomly, you know, as I go, and I'm like, yes, I have to pick that up. This is a magazine that definitely caught my eye. I was, you know, I was ready to check out, got my groceries. I'm like, whoa, I'm going to take a look at this. And that's Life, Rocky, 45 years of Rocky Balboa. Now, normally I don't buy magazines, you guys, but there's just so much awesome pictures in here. Like, I'm going to see if I could just, open it up and share with you guys some of my favorites. But, like, I couldn't help buying this. Like, and with, like, my autograph collecting, like, if I could get some people to sign in this magazine for me, that would be really cool. I totally dig this, man. Old school Sylvester Stallone and Henry Winkler. They look like the Misfits right there. Check that out. You guys, this guy's got the devil lock going on with their leather jackets. Right on, yeah, right on. But yeah, so you get like lots of like cool photos in here of that. There we go. I like that one. Sylvester Stallone and his checks. It doesn't get more punk rock than that, you guys. But yeah, so many awesome pictures throughout this magazine. I just definitely had to pick this one up. Here's another cool one. Now, Sylvester Stallone, man, he charges an arm and a leg for a signature, like $300 and up. Like, I don't know, man. But, like, it would be cool to get this thing signed, I don't know, man. You guys think I should start saving up just to get Sylvester Stallone to sign this? That would be really sick. But look here's another one with Apollo Creed right there, Carl Weathers. And he signs too, like at conventions and stuff. But, like, wouldn't it be cool to get that page signed? Like, that's running through my mind when I was looking at this too. Like, that's like the autograph collector mentality that I have now. And I do that a lot with like some of the movies I buy. Like, wouldn't it be cool to get that signed? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but that's definitely me. Here's another one. Look at with Hulk Hogan right there. It'd be cool to have Hulk Hogan sign that for sure. Anyways, you guys. Oh, wow, that's a cool shot. That's a cool shot. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. Gone way too soon right there. But, what was it? Oh, yeah, this one I want to share with you guys with Mr. T. But, yeah, super cool. How much was this? Let me see. This was $14.99. Like, normally I would say heck no, but look at all the awesome pictures in this thing. So, yeah, if you come across this, definitely pick it up. Take good care of it, because you never know. Could be valuable in the future. I mean, they made so many of them, but you just never know, right? And, if you get awesome signatures throughout, it could be really worth something. So, I definitely had to pick this magazine up for sure. Hey everybody, so before I get to my final pickups for my music collection, I just want to thank you all so much for watching my video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like what you see so far, please give this video a thumbs up. Really do appreciate all the support, you guys. You guys rock. And now to get to my music pickups, and some of these are autographs, so if you guys are like autograph collectors, you guys might find some interest in these, but anyways, you guys, I picked up Asking Alexandria. This is signed by the whole band. This is the self-titled album that just came out. And I love this album, you guys. I've been wanting to review this so bad, but just trying to find the time to squeeze it in. It's kind of hard, but yeah, so like I had to pick this up with a signed copy. I think this was $17.99. You guys, and I don't want to give the big secret away, but there's companies out there, all right, that are in conjunction with these artists that sell autographed copies. So, if you guys are like part of the autograph community on Facebook, you probably know about it, but, do some research, because you might just be able to get signed copies of like new releases that have been coming out. And I'm just, it's like being in a candy store for me. But anyways, here's the next one I picked up. I really dug this album too, but this is KKs Priest. For those of you guys that don't know, KK's the guitarist for Judas Priest, or former guitarist, right? They let him go, and then he put together this new band, which is like made up of like former Judas Priest members, including Ripper Owens on lead vocal. And for the movie buffs on my channel, Ripper actually inspired the movie Rockstar. So that movie was based on him getting into the band and things like that, upon singing for a tribute band. But anyways, like the slip cover inside is signed by KK Downing himself, and so I just can't believe I have that, you guys. So really cool. You know, those of you guys that know, you know, and Judas Priest, man, iconic, legendary heavy metal band. So super stoked to have this. And I really did dig this album. I gave it a couple listens. I need to listen to it some more. I've just been busy doing other things, but I really did dig this album so much, you know. Definitely gets a crisscross awesome sauce rating from me. And then next up, I picked up Bullet for My Valentine. And this is the self-titled album that they just recently put out. And I dug this album too. I really can't complain with any of my recent music pickups. But and I definitely can't complain about this one because it's another signed copy. Yeah, so it's got the full band signed the insert. So that's really cool. And I really did dig this album. If you like old school emo, metalcore, this is probably one of their heaviest releases. But yeah, I grew up listening to the old school, you know, emo stuff. So I definitely had to pick this one up. That's why I picked up Asking Alexandria. And some people who went through the emo days and things like that, they didn't like this album. They're really disappointed because they're kind of going the alternative rock route, you know, kind of grungy hard rock sound. But I totally dig it, man. And I identified with so many lyrics on this album. I cannot express it enough, you guys. Definitely recommend you pick this one up for sure. I can't express it enough. Anyways, you guys. And then here's an eBay purchase. I won this in an auction for, I think it was only $1. It was 99 cents. But yeah, one of my favorite albums, the Ataris, So Long Astoria, and the front cover, you don't see it right now because I mailed it out to the lead singer, hopes of getting that autograph. So wish me luck, you guys. But yeah, this album, I was listening to it a lot during the pandemic, and their singer was doing live streams on Facebook, so you could watch him during quarantine, and I don't know, man. I fell in love with this music. You know, there's a an emo kid deep inside somewhere in here, but I really dug this album, and I just had to pick it up and got a great deal for it. Only $1, you guys. All right, next up, this one isn't autographed. I was hoping it would be because they did autograph a selected amount of this album, but that is Love for Sale from Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. I'm going to review this. Eventually, I will review this because I really did enjoy this one. Did I enjoy it as much as the first album that they put out? Well, you'll have to watch the review to find out. But that being said, for what it is, I think it's a great album. And to see these two, you know, come back together again and release new music is pretty awesome. I believe the artwork inside was awesome too, so I kind of want to unbox this for you guys. But yeah, look at that. And right here would be really cool, to get signatures, you know, from the band members. This is my mentality now, you guys. Ever since I got into autograph collecting, I just want to get all the signatures I can. But that would be a good spot right there. Let me open it up a little. Right there. So you got some more information on the songs, you know, the track listing, and got some cool photos here. Awesome artwork. So yeah, you guys, I'm so happy to add this one to the collection for sure. Oh wait, check this out, you guys. You can get a load out of this. Really cool. That's a really cool mini poster that they got right there. So anyways, you guys, definitely had to pick this one up. See, this is why I buy CDs and DVDs and whatnot. You just can't go wrong with some of the awesome artwork that they have. You know, it doesn't hit the same when you see it, you know, digitally. You got to have it in your hands and really enjoy it, man. It's part of the fun, you know. And then to eventually get that signed, you know, anything's possible in this world. You guys, you just got to believe it. I've proven it to myself time and time again. So really cool. Had to pick that one up. Here's another pickup from Rite Aid. This is a CD that I picked up. This isn't Blondie. This isn't a Blondie CD, but as you can see, Debbie Harry is in the front cover. And, yeah, there was a special moment I was going through when I picked this one up, and I just don't want to jinx anything, but there may be a cool collaboration going in the works with my band. So nothing super huge, but something that really, I don't know, is close to heart for me. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But, you know, when I was having this conversation with the person about Blondie, I was looking through the CDs at Rite Aid, and I'm like, whoa, look at that. Okay, that's a sign. I definitely have to pick this up just for good luck, okay? So fingers crossed that that collaboration happens, because it would be like so cool. It would mean so much to me. But anyways, you guys, this is more like a disco album. This is called The Sounds of the 70s from the year 1979. And it has one Blondie song on it, Heart of Glass. Of course, their most disco song, but everything else in there is really disco stuff. It's got Good Times. It's got We Are Family. There's a rock tune in here. It's got I Want You to Want Me from Cheap Trick, so that's interesting. It's got Ring My Bell. It's got Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. Okay, more fun disco cheese right there. I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Tragedy by the Bee Gees. Okay, and then they got one more rock one right here. My Sharona by the Knack. So, I don't know, those are great songs. So, and the cover art, man, that is so awesome. What if I ever met Debbie Harry and I just happen to have this on me? I'm like, yeah, would you sign this? So, that's how I dream, you guys. Always dream big, because you never know. But yeah, so cool. And for $8, I felt like, it wasn't too bad. I just had to pick this one up for sure. I was going to regret it if I didn't. And there was a sign that I definitely had to pick this one up. Now, while we're on the subject of CDs and music, and those of you guys that are big music buffs, I assume that you're still watching, and the more movie buff guys have checked out, But anyways, I wanted to share some pickups that I picked up recently at my local record store, Moe's Music, represent. But yeah, so I've been wanting to get into the Monkees. I'm more of a casual listener, but I came across the Monkees' greatest hits. And RIP to the member who just passed away. Like I said, I'm a casual listener, so I don't know them by name, but I believe there's only one left now. So, one of these days I'm going to have to see that last member, because I do like some of their songs. I really do. And I just had to pick this up to familiarize myself with more of their catalog. So definitely wanted to pick up the greatest hits. Like, it's got Last Train to Clarksville. It's got, I'm a Believer. Those are the songs that I know, right? But yeah, it was only $1, so definitely had to pick that one up for sure. Then I picked up this one. I don't know why I picked this up, but, I was like, I got like old school pop punk vibes from it, and that's Lily Allen. And those of you guys that know, this couldn't be far off from pop punk. This was like R&B hip hop stuff, but I still found myself liking it. It's like Nelly Furtado. I like her stuff. I don't know what it is. I dig it. So, anyways, yeah, so I'm not going to complain. It was a blind buy, but I thought it was all right. So really cool there. Guys, when I saw this one, I was like, heck yeah. And that's, Guns N' Roses, Sympathy for the Devil, the single. This is from the Interview with the Vampire soundtrack. And this is the single that broke up the band. I kid you not. So, but you don't come across this every day. So I was very surprised to find this at my local record store. And for only $1, being the huge Guns N' Roses fan that I am, it was like walking into a candy store seeing this. Okay, I definitely had to pick this one up for sure. So super stoked to have this in my collection, man. I can't even fathom, man. So, and then I picked up Paul McCartney, Ram. I did not have this one in my CD collection, so I definitely wanted to add it. And there's some like Ramones trivia background to this, so I don't know if you know, but I guess I'll just say it. Paul McCartney went by Paul Ramone. That was his alias, and that came from the song Ramon. So he put it together, Ramon, and that's what inspired the Ramones to take their name, and that's what inspired me to get my name in tribute to the Ramones. I love the Ramones, you guys. But yeah, so just for that alone, I had to pick this one up. I'm not like the hugest Beatles fan in the world, but with all that history behind it, I definitely wanted to add this to my collection for sure. And then I picked up Olivia Newton-John, physical, because this CD is super hard to find. And then I was looking on eBay. I almost picked this up on eBay at one point, and it was like super expensive. And then to find this at, my local record store, and it was like a win-win. I get the album, right? And I'm supporting my local business, my favorite local business. So anyways, you guys, I was super stoked to find this. And I already written fan mail to Olivia Newton-John. I know she takes a while. She takes her time to write back. And fingers crossed. I know that it'll get there. I know it will. But yeah, I kind of wish I had picked this up sooner, because then I definitely would have sent this to have autographed. But I'm not going to complain. I'm super happy to come across this album, because it's so hard to find. I was even thinking of picking it up on cassette, you know, and it was like the price I paid for the CD was the same price I was going to pay for the cassette. I'm like, what? Anyways, you guys, I love this album, you know, old school 80s cheese right here. I call it 80s cheese because, you know, it's got that, definitely like that bubblegum sounding 80s stuff, you know, the people with their big hair and their bandanas right here. But anyways, like Lover Boy, right? Lover Boy. But anyways, I definitely had to pick this one up for sure. Anyways, you guys, those are my physical media pickups for November and December of 2021. I normally don't make videos like this, so please let me know if you like this video, and if you want to see more like this, I'll be happy to make it for you. Just let me know if you dug this video, because I'm curious, because I wouldn't mind making more videos like this and sharing you guys like what I pick up, kind of like a recap video. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I know this is a lengthy one, so if you made it this far, comment hiya in the comment section. Very much appreciated, you guys. Kenneth Ramon signing off.